Hey everyone, this is Andy, and this is my channel, Finding Value. I'm going to go over some natural gas companies. I've got them in a list. I've got them sorted by market cap, from the largest market cap to the smallest market cap. These are ones that I found that I think are pretty good natural gas exploration and production, so producers, so explorers and producers. I thought they were pretty good. They're mainly based in USA and in Canada. So we'll go over them one by one. I've got CNX Energy. It's a $2 billion market cap. My comments are great free cash flow per share growth of 21%. Debt repay off is what they're focusing on. It's a low-cost producer in the Appalachian Basin. The next is Range Resources Corporation. Market cap of about $2 billion. PV10 reserves proved up over $17 a share. Low-cost producer, lots of resources to prove up. They could have like 100 trillion cubic feet. There's a whole bunch that they could prove up over time. SWN, Southwestern Energy, it's about a $1.5 billion market cap. I'd say they're worth about $3.7 billion for PV10 proved reserves. They got $2.4 billion in debt. They hedge their production, lots of reserves. Northeast and Southwest is where they're located, and they're increasing production, which I like. Next is Birch Energy. It's only a 400 million, 3.5 million, 350 million, 400 million market cap. They're up in Montney. Montney is up in Canada. There's a bunch that I like up in the Montney area because they can pipe it all down to the United States and all over Canada. So I think it's good to have some assets there. It's a Montney producer, declining costs, 11% production growth per year, growing reserves. Looks like their 2P net present value was like $5.5 to $6 billion. It was pretty ridiculous, but I'd say they're probably a couple billion in net present value, which means it has a long way to go up to get to its net present value. Plus, you've got the price of natural gas and all these other commodities going up at the same time. Next is Aavvvf, Advantage Oil and Gas. It's a Montney producer. Low cost, access to the natural gas pipeline for distribution, market hedging, and they have a lot of gas reserves, natural gas reserves. Next is MCF, or Contango Oil and Gas. It's 180 million market cap, kind of pretty small. It's in the US. They're using debt to accumulate assets at the bottom, or they are diluting a little bit of their shares as they buy other assets and kind of merge with other companies. Good free cash flow growth, small debt, fast growing, and they're proving up their reserves. So I think that's a good company, and I like it. Another one I like is SM Energy, 163 million market cap. They're in the U.S. They're focused on two basins, South Texas and Midland. Their value is around 3.1 billion, so they're extremely low in terms of valuation. It's a very good valuation for us if you're a buyer. They're trying to focus on less than 2 times debt to earnings before interest and tax. So they are focusing on debt reduction. They've got a free cash flow of about 108 million. They are hedged, low cost, and they're lowering costs with double-digit production growth in 2021. So I'm in those. Another very small one is about 50 million. Crew Energy, CWEGF, another Montney producer, active hedging. They're growing production and reserves, and they've got declining costs. So I look for growing production, or the ability to grow production, smaller companies, ones that if we have a large increase in natural gas price, these guys will go up quite a bit. So I want that leverage to the price. I think all of these are, none of them are massively huge. We've got what I consider to be some mid caps, and then some small caps, and then maybe a micro cap. So I think overall, some of them being in Canada, some being in the USA, having that diversity there in that background of Canada, and also being able to have the pipelines, which up in Canada they can ship it down to the United States if we get expensive here. I like natural gas because of its growth in the future and because of its ratio and how cheap it is. These are the companies that I have in my portfolio. I'm sure there's a bunch more. If you guys have more companies that you want me to look into, put them in the comments section. I'll take a look at them. I'm also always looking for other companies to add to my portfolio. I'm not saying these are necessarily the best, but these are the ones that I thought are decent and I like in terms of how I'm going to play it. That's all I've got. Hopefully you guys have a good day. Subscribe, comment, and hit the thumb up button. Appreciate it. Thanks.